walking through fire, whatever it takes. Exactly 6 years ago on this day, we climbed the first day of Kilimanjaro. And so as I reflect tonight, the same way we did when we reflect around the eating at this time of the night, and probably in the next hour we would go to bed and sleep. I'm reminded of that we left the hotel actually at 8 o'clock in the morning to Mount Kilimanjaro. And I remember when we arrived at Kilimanjaro, these massive gates reminded me of the scenes of Jurassic Park as you would go, and there's massive gates in front of you. They were imposing and looked like very prehistoric, rainforest with the big mountain peak on top of it. So that was quite an interesting experience when we got there and we had to sign. And I still remember us waiting there. We were there early, but we waited like 2 hours before we started hiking. And I remember the day when we started and when we had lunch, it was raining, it was coughing, it was difficult. Already felt the breathing was a challenge. And we got around 8 o'clock that night. Tonight, basically, we got to the camp. And on the way, I remember the guide said, if you smell popcorn, you will know you're close to the camp. And so we kept on asking, how far is the next camp? And he said, the moment you smell popcorn, you're close. I think he's joking, but it's true because one typical gets to a camp in the dark, the smell of popcorn acts to guide us of destination. So it's amazing, to smell popcorn and then go eat popcorn. But to reflect on some of the things, because, reading this again and the audio and what we did today is something I would love to share with you all. Like on one page, it says, looking ahead to tomorrow, we are reminded not to rush. And I think this is a lesson for us in life as well. Our pace is determined not just by the physical trial, but also by the strength and spirit of our group. Today was just the beginning, and as we continue, each step will bring us closer, not only to our destination, but to each other. And I think one thing that made me realize as we did this mountain was the constant reminder of pole pole, slow, slow. They constantly reminded us to take it slow and not walk fast. And so just a few shares, while we, just to share with you is like the one guy that climbed with us, Jason. He was like a rock star throughout this journey. His strength, his spirit have been nothing short of inspiring. And Taryn, you're not far behind. Success isn't just reaching the heights, it's about the journey you take to get there. It's about where you started and the hurdles you've overcome along the way. Today, you didn't just keep pace, you closed gaps, proving the true victory lies in the courage to continue. And this is two climbers that climbed with me, two close friends of mine. Another thing is that Will said, when asked about my nerves concerning the mountain, my response was resolute. I welcomed it. Some might find this attitude perplexing, likening me to a madman. But there's profound reason behind it. I've always seen the mountain as a place where I might rediscover something lost or uncover something new about myself. And definitely did we find something new about ourselves. So in reflection, I'm reminded that it's not solely about reaching the summit of the mountain. Climbing a mountain like this is fundamentally a journey of three dimensions: the physical, the emotional, and the spiritual. It is crucial to acknowledge that sometimes, despite our best efforts, reaching the top is not possible. However, the realization is not an admission of defeat, but a testament to our self awareness and maturity to acknowledge our own limits. However, if we can achieve 90% of our goal, why not push for 95%? Yet in doing so, we must remain truthful with ourselves. It's vital to recognize when to advance and when to retreat, always prioritizing well-being over ambition. So thank you for all for being here, for the efforts you've put in, and for the companionship that blossomed among us. Let's enjoy our dinner and prepare what lies ahead for day two. We're in this together. So good night, everyone, and see you tomorrow.